Okay, so we're online, and what I'm trying to do here is I came across a bunch of pyroxers, and I want to sell them all. But the problem is that the place that they're for sale, that they're worth the most, is a low sec system. So I figured, well, I got this extra venture, and I think I got enough power grid and CPU to run the necessary modules. So what the heck?
Okay,
We'll
so
just load it up. And what
and
I'm trying to do here and we're going to try to get it into low sec and sell it. So that's what's going on. Here's my ship fit, by the way. I'm running basically a hull with a big fat engine and something to hide me from the bad guys. So that's really about it. And then my ore hold is just filled with pyroxers, and so is my actual hold because I'm not carrying anything else. And I figured, what the heck? I'm greedy. I can get a little extra cash there. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. It's probably going to take a little while. It's a 14 jump thing. I'm broadcasting live because I just figured everything out. So here we go. These first few jumps are going to be pretty boring. It's just going to be me jumping, and you guys are watching going, why that way? So I'm probably not going to talk a lot, and I may fidget around with the screen a little bit. I apologize. You may want to know, it may be interesting to you, but as it turns out, I've only been playing for, what is it now, like 6 weeks, 7 weeks maybe? So I really don't have a lot going on. Um, I have 1,697,565 skill points, which would just barely put me in the running to get into a lot of corporations that would require a lot more than that. Um, I've been kind of across because I've never really played Eve before. I tried to play it 2 days and then I quit. This time around, though, it's been, uh, that's been kind of obsessive. I just can't stop playing the game, and so I was about to do this, and I've actually done it twice already with 2 loads, and I figured if I can get the streaming up and running, I can do it on another load and just broadcast it for fun. The first time I've ever broadcast, I figured, what the heck? Let's give this a shot, see what happens. Um, and that's what we're doing. I've got the directional scanner up, but I won't be needing it for several more jumps. It's there for when we get to low sec, so I can make sure I'm not going to get my butt handed to me by somebody. I should mention, if you didn't see it when I had the ship, I could probably pop myself with my starting ship. So I'm yeah, I'm doing some scary things here. Luckily, this ship was free. I mean, the only thing on this ship that really matters to me is the improved cloak. Um, but to be honest, I've got some money in the bank, so if I lose it, I lose it. What the heck? It's a video game. It's here to have fun. I think a lot of people, especially starting players, when it comes to things like low sec, null sec, wormholes, I think a lot of people hold back and they don't want to go in there because they're scared of what might happen, and I can understand. But to be honest with you, it's a video game. I mean, if you're not getting your enjoyment out of it, then what the hell are you paying for? If you're paying, of course. So it occurred to me I mean, the worst that's going to happen is you got to build up some money. No big deal. I can always spend some money and buy some Plex, and suddenly I'll be relatively rich in the game. So right now I'm just working on a lot of skills. I'm a miner. That's why I kind of knew the venture might be able to do some of this. Uh, I currently mine in a procurer to try and keep the suicide gankers off my back. Um, I'm also starting to do some more exploration. I would like to get a better ship. I'm running a Vexor right now with an exploration fit, but it's mostly Tech 1. And, yeah, there's not a lot I can do with that. So, but I would like to play the game. I'm kind of trying to go by the rules. I have a couple of friends who play, and at least one of them has gifted me with some cash in the past, but, you know. Oh, I should probably check the system on my way. I have the beta map up. I like it better. You know, it's just better graphics and a little bit more fun. This is my route. I'm going to be coming through Bay. This is the last high-sec system. And then we're going up here. And right now I've got this turned over to ships destroyed in the last hour. And you can see none there and none there. Now if I go back a day... Sorry about that. I didn't mean to pop that up like that. But if I go back a day, last 24 hours, boom, you can see that we've got some ships that were destroyed here and also in here, but I'm not going through there, so who cares? And one ship destroyed in the system that is the target now. I'd say those are pretty good odds. So, this is the security. I can pull out and you can see this map is actually really well done. It tilts, it does all kinds of cool 3D stuff. You should check it out if your graphics card can handle a little bit more. I know the game's been around a while, but you want to make sure your graphics is going to be able to deal with that. So I got what? 1, 2, 3 more systems until I have to worry too much. I was trying to broadcast this someplace else, and I was having a lot of trouble. So I figured, what the heck, I'll throw it up here on YouTube, and who knows. I have never streamed before, nor have I ever made a video for YouTube, at least not knowingly. If anyone's doing karaoke out there, I don't know about it, nor do I want to. Watching this particular video, you're one of the first. By the way, I play Eve and pretty much everything on this awesome LG IPS monitor. I forget exactly what the measurements are, but it's not 16 by 9. It's I forget what the ratio is, but it's ridiculous. It's like 2 computer screens in one screen. And I have 2 monitors. I have a side monitor that is a regular old school, 1920 by 1080. But my main monitor that I'm playing Eve on right now is it's 2560 by 1080. So that's why you're seeing black bars, and it's probably not as nice to watch as you would expect. Well, you caught me on a night when I kind of run off at the mouth and I don't want to shut up, so I suppose that's a good thing. Don't get too bored watching this video. So we're going to jump through here. We're going to be in the... I think that's going to put me in the last system. That's high sec. Before I jump into low sec. Nope, I got to jump into Bay, so... Now, when I go to jump into low sec, I'm going to be pretty reckless because I really just don't care. Like I said, this ship was free. The only thing on here that's even cost me any money is the cloak, so it doesn't bother me any. Excuse me for a second. Felt like I had something in my throat there. So here we go. I'm getting ready. Hopefully there just won't be anything here. Got an Ibis. So I think we're going to go somewhere in the system and try to hide. So what we're going to do... You could see that I had my warp set to within 50,000. That way I'm close to any structures to somebody's out there where I don't want them to be. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Oh, we got somebody floating around in the system. More than one somebody. Some of those guys are probably scanning down sites and not liking that Proteus. So I'm just gonna make a mad dash for the jump gate and pray to God. So praying to God. If anybody's at the gate waiting on me, then bad things might happen. So let's hope that's not going on. Looks like they were all on different gates or in different parts of the system. They're all off the scan now. Fun times. See who all is messing around in here. Nobody. This is what happened last time I was in this system. It was basically just a ghost town. So I'm going to jump gate to gate. I do not recommend, as many people with other videos do not recommend that you do this. Shut up. That was not pleasant. Don't do that. You don't want to jump gate to gate because if there's anybody here in this system, God knows what they're doing, and you don't want them to know where you're going. So it's better to jump somewhere in the middle of the system, hang out for a second, check your directional scan, make sure everything's good before you jump to the next system. And don't screw up the micro warp drive cloaking trick like I just did. I've only done it 30 or 40 times. I probably should have known better than that. Like I said, I've been in here twice before. That's the only reason I'm jumping gate to gate like this. So, no shame in being more careful than me with my practically empty boat. The only reason to destroy me really is kill mail. I mean, what's in my hold is worth, I think it's like $1 million, $1.5 million at best. So, most of the people that would care, it would barely be worth it. I actually screwed that up because I screwed it up with my fingers and I managed to get the micro warp drive shut down before I did that. I probably should have just kept my mouth shut and made you think I was getting good at it. So anyway, that's me jumping into what apparently is a really quiet little section of Lowsec to hopefully not get killed at the station.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Nope, here we are. So let's see what we got. And there you can see it's 49.7% above market, which is why I came out here. 3 loads, 5,000 meter in a regular hold. So, but it was worth it to come out here. And in the future, if they've got those prices up again, I might do it all over again. It was a lot of fun. I'm gonna stop the feed, and I just wanted to get that out there for my first broadcast. And I'll be seeing you if anybody actually sees this at any point in the future. Have a good night.